Do you struggle with bulky calves? Follow this routine so that by summer, you have got yourself some sexy calves. This is all part of our Glow Up series. Please follow me below, share this video, and then if you have any questions, please put them down below. So before the routine, let's talk about why your calves might be bulky. They can form that way as a self-protection for the body. When you are not using your biomechanics right, your calves can get thicker and thicker and thicker and bulkier and bulkier. That also means that they're storing toxins like fat and inflammation. And we want to get that stuff moving. We want to get them streamlined. We want to get them pretty and sexy, appropriate to your body size. A lot of times when we are hyperextending our knees, our calves go on lockdown and the fascia comes adhered inside, trying to stabilize that joint. Also, when we don't have the best push off from our foot, so we might have a weak big toe, for an example, that when we're walking, we're not actually pushing off. We're just kind of picking up our feet and picking up our feet, picking up our feet, and not doing a push off. You're not getting that fascia in the internal calf section gripping and gliding all those tendons and ligaments. So your toe will grip down, glide all those tendons and ligaments up that calf and get them moving and gliding and moving inflammation and toxins through. So focus on the health of your big toe and using all your toes, and then make sure that you are not hyperextending those knees. So here we're going to restore our calves. Many times our calves are unhealthy and they turn blocky because of how we are using our knees or our feet. When our body builds a thickening of the tissue, it happens in trying to save the joints first when we are not using them right. So you'll see I'm using this superficial tool and I'm just warming up the tissue, and I'm going from my ankle all the way to my knee, and I'm always thinking about going around all angles, up and over the knee, and then I want to never miss a bony area. So you're going to have to go lighter in those areas, but you want to treat a bone because fascia loves to stick to the porous bones. So here you're seeing me just use the tool on well-oiled, warm skin, and I'm trying to warm it up and get a blood supply through here, which will look red. As you've gotten healthier tissue and you've been doing this more often, your tissue will get red faster. In the meantime, just stay patient, stay with it. If it doesn't get red on your first couple times, do not stop. And as you see here, I always treat all angles of the knee joint, never missing one area. I'm going to now go to a deeper tooth tool. The original fascia tool is called the original blaster, and it has one less tooth than this tool. I am just demonstrating using this one because I lent my other one out to my girlfriend. So as you see, I'm just repeating what I did with the small tooth tool, and now I'm treating my deeper layers. And like I said, I'm going to go up and over bones, never miss the bones. I am going to reposition my foot, and I'm going to pull in my abs as I'm leaning over to protect my whole body. But what I'm trying to feel is me separating things off from each other. And one of the best things about treating your fascia, wherever you spend the most time at, it can reduce the size of that area. So if you've got bigger lower, if you've got bigger upper area calf, then you will spend a little bit more time there and you can reduce the size in that area. I always like to go through the intersections, is what I call them. The intersections to me are the joints. So I'm going to come up and go on each side of my knee, which would be the joint in that area. Wherever you feel the most tenderness, you're going to stay there longer and just go lighter. Do not avoid the area. I like to kind of think about pulling things off the bone and making pretty shapes as we go through this Summer Glow Up series. To do more of the refining work, you've got the Pro Nugget. It has one dull and one sharp point. The idea is with this tool is you can just literally go on the outside of your shin and work yourself up 1/2 inch increments, doing a poke, wiggle, wiggle move till you get up to the knee. This does more refining work, and here, by going on the perineal muscles, I'm trying to get them to release from my shin bone, allowing for freedom of movement, which will allow for toxins to get out and the body to restore its fascia on the inside. You also could do little crayoning, and you can go right down that edge and do a little crayoning. When it kicks you off like that, don't worry, you just go back to that area. When the body kicks it off of there, it could be a couple different reasons. Oil or unhealthy fascia that is needing to be restored. So you just stay right at it and don't get frustrated. Right at the back of my knee, I like to kind of go down at a downward angle. Many times when we're standing in a way that isn't healthy for our body, which tends to be hyperextending our knees, this muscle right up here gets really gristly. And so I'm kind of just like pulling it and stretching it. Then in the belly of the muscle, if I put my toe down, I can just kind of crayon back and forth the belly of that muscle, and I'm looking for little tender spots, bigger spots that I want to crayon and make smaller, all around that area. There's no precision here. This is just getting into the belly of the muscle on a deeper layer. If you've got a lot of tension at the bottom, you can go back and do that poke, wiggle, wiggle. You might want to use 2 hands right here just to stabilize the tool, because you've got oiled up skin and we're going to be working on tendons and ligaments, which kind of can get you to bounce off there very easily. And if we could do a little crayoning right by the inside of the ankle, as it meets the soft tissue, and also on the outside as it meets that soft tissue. Another area I like to do the crayoning is right above the knee, on both sides on the top corners. Let's end by flushing. So I take all the toxins I've got out in circulation just by moving up and down my hands, and I'm bringing it up to the lymphatic duct right behind my knee. That's it for today's routine. Like and share it, and comment if you have a question below.